It's 11 o'clock at night. You open the door, exhausted after a long day. And immediately, your dog comes flying at you, tail wagging like it might fall off, jumping up on you, licking your face like you've just returned from a 5-year expedition. You laugh, pat their head, and think, "Aw, they missed me. That's adorable." But here's what nobody ever tells you. That reaction isn't pure joy. It's the release of hours of accumulated neurological stress. And if you understood what was actually happening inside your dog's brain during every single minute you were gone, you would never look at that moment the same way again. Number 1, the common misconception. Most people have 2 theories when they see their dog react intensely the moment they walk through the door. Theory 1, they're happy because they missed me. Theory 2, they're hungry or they need to go outside. Both are partially true, but both completely miss the most important thing: the entire psychological journey that dog went through in the hours before you even touched the door handle. We tend to imagine our dogs waiting in a passive way, napping on the couch, occasionally glancing toward the door. The reality, according to data from behavioral studies using in-home surveillance cameras, is that most dogs do not sleep when their owner is gone longer than usual. They exist in an entirely different neurological state, and that state drains their energy in a way we almost never acknowledge. Number 2, what's actually happening in your dog's brain? In 2012, researchers at the University of Lincoln in England conducted one of the most comprehensive studies ever done on dog behavior during owner absence. They placed cameras inside homes, measured cortisol levels in saliva, that's the stress hormone, and monitored heart rate throughout the time owners were away. Here's what the data showed. In the first 30 minutes after the owner leaves, cortisol levels in the dog's body spike significantly. This is an acute stress response, the same mechanism that activates in the young child who realizes their mother has left the room without warning. After that initial phase, the dog's brain doesn't relax. It shifts into what neuroscientists call vigilant waiting, a state of activated alertness. Not full panic, not full calm. Somewhere in between, where the nervous system continuously scans the environment for familiar signals, burning energy steadily with no clear endpoint in sight. The cameras recorded this consistently. Most dogs didn't lie in the middle of the room. They didn't play with their toys. They sat or lay down pressed against the front door. Some rested their muzzle on the door frame, not because they were trained to do that, but because that was the closest point to where you disappeared. Number 3, your dog knows you're late before you arrive. This is the part that most people have never heard before. Animal cognition researcher Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College, Columbia University, has studied how dogs perceive the passage of time. And what she found completely changes how we understand what dogs actually know. Dogs don't have clocks. They can't read the numbers on a wall. But they have something far more sophisticated: a time estimation system built entirely around smell. Your scent inside the house isn't static, it evaporates. With every passing hour, the concentration of your smell on the couch cushion, on the jacket you left behind, on the door handle, it decreases at a consistent rate. And a dog's nose, equipped with over 300 million scent receptors compared to our 6 million, detects that gradual fading with extraordinary precision. When you come home at your usual time, the concentration of your scent remaining in the house matches the threshold your dog's brain has learned to associate with your arrival. But when you're 2 or 3 hours late, the scent has nearly faded entirely. The dog's brain registers this as a biological anomaly. There are no words to describe it, but there is a distinct sensation. Something is not following the pattern. And that is when vigilant waiting shifts into genuine anxiety. Number 4, That reaction when you walk in isn't joy, it's release. Let's go back to the moment you open the door. When you appear, your dog's brain is flooded with oxytocin, the bonding hormone, similar to what was measured in the landmark 2015 study from Izabu University in Japan. But what that study didn't measure was everything that came before that moment. Cortisol had been building for hours. The nervous system had been in a state of prolonged activation. And when you walk in, all of that accumulated stress discharges at once. The jumping, the face licking, the running frantic circles around you. This is not simply an expression of happiness. According to animal behavior researchers, these are stress relief behaviors. The body is releasing built-up tension through physical movement and contact. Think about what it feels like when you've been waiting for important news for hours, and when the good news finally arrives, you don't just smile. You exhale, your shoulders drop, you might even cry. That is cortisol leaving your body. Your dog is doing exactly the same thing, just in their own language. Number 5. What coming home late regularly does to your dog. Coming home late once doesn't cause lasting damage. A dog's nervous system is resilient enough to recover. But here's where it becomes something worth paying attention to. Dogs learn from repeated patterns, not from reasons. They don't understand, "I had a late meeting," or "there was traffic." What they learn is, the world is unpredictable. And for a nervous system hardwired to depend entirely on one primary attachment figure, unpredictability is the deepest root of chronic anxiety. A study comparing dogs with consistent daily schedules against dogs with irregular ones produced a striking result. The irregular group maintained noticeably higher baseline cortisol levels, even during completely ordinary moments, while resting, while eating, while their owner was right there in the room. Their bodies had learned to stay on alert because experience had taught them that stability could disappear at any time. Number 6. The warning sign most owners miss. There's one sign that many owners overlook and often mistake for a good thing. When your dog stops reacting strongly when you come home, whether you're late or on time, many people think, "Oh, they've finally settled down. That's a relief." It isn't. In psychology, there is a concept called learned helplessness, a state that develops when the brain stops anticipating because it has been disappointed too many times. A dog that no longer rushes to the door isn't calmer. They may have simply stopped believing that expecting anything is worth the effort. Beyond that, in older dogs, a sudden change in greeting behavior can be an early sign of canine cognitive dysfunction, the dog equivalent of dementia. If that shift happens, the right response isn't relief, it's a visit to the vet. So the next time you come home late and your dog comes rushing towards you, pause for just a moment before you reach down to pet them. Look at them. That dog isn't angry at you. They're not capable of anger in that way. What they have is a nervous system that spent hours waiting, holding on to the fading trace of your scent as the only signal that everything was still okay. No language, no phone to send you a message, just smell. And the waiting. And when you open that door, whether it's 6 in the evening or 11 at night, you're not just coming home. You are the answer to the question they have been asking all day. If this changed how you see your dog, leave a comment below. I want to know where your dog was waiting when you got home tonight. And in the next video, we're going to talk about something even stranger. How your dog knows you're sad before you know it yourself. The science behind it is more remarkable than you'd expect.